What's up, y'all? This is Jasmine and Rod. We here and we back. Check the tag.
That's too much.
Okay. Don't say that, babe. I don't like. He said I like a cap. I didn't like a cap. Okay, y'all. So it's been a week since we first uploaded our first vlog. We've gotten great responses from our first vlog. Thank you guys. We got so many ideas. Yeah, thanks for the ideas. We had friends to send us ideas and suggestions, and we can't wait to dive into the topics and start sharing information with you guys. So our anniversary is Thursday. I don't know if we said it already in the last video, but yep, it's Thursday. And since we are headed towards 4 years, we thought that we would take it back in time and talk about how we met. Let's get it right. Let's tell them how we met in the student center.
Oh, you gonna let me tell it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Long story short, I was a freshman. Jasmine was a sophomore. So this is 2008, and I'm in the student center, and I hear all these guys talking about, oh man, here comes Jasmine, and I didn't know who she was. So Jasmine walks by, and I'm like, okay. I see what they're talking about. So instantly, I'm kind of competitive, and I said, I'm gonna get that girl. So shortly after that, I found out we had history class together, and we had sessions where we would do go over the study guides and everything like that. And I would start to see her more. It's like when you see somebody for the first time and you're interested in that person, then you start to see them more because you start to look for them. So I would see her, and one day I built up the courage to speak to her. She was outside on the patio in the student center. And I went out and I said, hey, how you doing? You know, what's going on? And she thought that was so weird because I guess guys would approach her differently than saying hello. But that was the beginning of it all. And after that, I just continued to pursue her. And yeah.
Well, that was pretty
it's
good.
More to the
story. But that was pretty good. That was the gist of it. After that conversation we had outside. And the reason why it was weird is because most guys don't. Well, let me scratch that. Guys care about your day, but I was running into the type of guys who really wasn't interested in that. They were interested in other things. So
like Netflix and chilling.
Yeah, Netflix and chilling.
Birdman.
You know, that's Stevie J. But no, guys weren't interested in that. He was just genuinely interested in how my day was going. He didn't ask for my number at that instant, but he just wanted to know, what are you doing out here by yourself? So later on that night, he sent me a message on Facebook, and he was like, can you send me your number? I'm tired of us chatting on Facebook. And that was the first conversation we had on Facebook. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you can have it, but I don't remember us talking on Facebook before this. And that's how it started.
I liked some of your pictures.
Yeah, you did like my pictures.
So that's a form of communication.
Yeah.
I poked you.
That's not good. That's not good. Wait, hold up. What does poke mean? Because I don't know what poke means. Y'all know what poke means?
No, it just said, hey, I see you.
Nah, they don't. In my head, I think that was something else. I was like, why? Hold up.
They took it off. They took poking off of Facebook.
Why?
I don't know.
He never poked me though. You never poked me.
If I did, I should have.
You should?
Yeah. Maybe I would have caught your attention quicker.
Yeah, but no, it was good how it went. So that's how we started out dating.
No, we weren't. We did not date.
Well, that's how we started off on our beautiful friendship. It took us like a year to date, but that was because I wanted to take things slow. The process for me dating was not desirable. It wasn't what I wanted, but I thank God for that, because if I ran into different situations, I'd probably be with somebody else, and I'm sure the story wouldn't be the same. So I'm happy it happened that way. So babe, how was your journey?
Oh my gosh, so you're interviewing me?
No, I guess we let's interview with each other. How was your journey into like finding finding me, like from high school to now, what was your journey like?
My initial intentions for attending college was to get my degree and to set myself up for a nice career, a nice salary, so, you know, a way for me to make money. But I also wanted to be able to share that with a woman, like a spouse, a wife. And I mean, that was it. I mean, my mission was to go to school and to intentionally
marry Jasmine.
And to intentionally find a woman that I could consider marrying.
Like Jasmine.
And so, after I met her that first time in the student center, and then right after that, soon after that, I can't remember how far, but I asked her out on Valentine's Day. That was our first official date. We still weren't dating like together, but that was our first date.
Our friendship date.
I cleaned up my Honda Civic, my 99 Honda Civic. Good little, one of the tree air fresheners. Put it in the car. You got to put it on the seatbelt part though,
so they can't.
So you can't see it. You don't hang it up in your rearview mirror. You have to keep the smell a secret. So they, I don't know what about it, but you just got to keep it a secret.
Okay.
So what? What was your journey? Okay. Were you looking for a man?
Well,
expecting a man, not looking for one.
So here's mine, and it's gonna be a little bit longer than Rod's because girls are detailed, of course. So when I got to college, I came to college with a boyfriend freshman year. I was like head over heels about being in college, but I was also head over heels about the relationship I had, and we broke up probably my second semester of my freshman year.
Not jumped in.
No, it's not. Because you weren't there yet.
You said second semester, your freshman year. Okay.
Yep.
I was still a toddler.
Yeah, he was still sleeping in the cradle. But okay, I'm sorry, babe. No, but so we broke up, and after we broke up, I was devastated. I, was trying to find myself in the world, basically. I didn't know where I fit in. I was like, oh my gosh, like I left high school, I left my parents' house, I'm living in Auburn, and what am I doing? What am I doing? So I met a group of girls who were really cool, and we hung out, and she pretty much showed me everything there was to know about Auburn, and then I started meeting guys. But they weren't the type of guys that I would normally date or talk to. I could tell that they wanted a little bit more than what I was willing to give. So it just was a lot of unsuccessful attempts. So I decided to say, okay, let me get myself prepared for whatever it is that God has for me. I started to go to church consistently. I made sure I got my grades in order. And I just stayed to myself, and that was pretty much it. I had my friends. Of course, we went out, we enjoyed college, nightlife, all that. But as far as guys, I decided to just let the guys do their thing, and I did my thing. Well, on that journey of me not having anybody, Rod pops up, and this is like my third semester of being at Auburn, and he pops up, and I'm like, I don't want a boyfriend.
And I wasn't her type either.
Yeah, he wasn't my type. I'm thinking my type is like this
the typical athletic, 6'feet,
tall and buff or whatever. But
I am a little buff though.
You are, babe. Give me some. Oh, okay, snap. Whatever. But no, so he wasn't my type, but I was like, man, it's something different about him. It's just something so different about Rod, and I like him, but I feel like this is not the guy that I would usually date. So I'm gonna wait and just see what happens. So I made him wait for a year. We were friends. We pretty much were dating without a title, but I just made him wait, and Rod became upset with that. He wanted more. He wanted to be my boyfriend, and he would ask me almost every other week.
Come on, dog.
He did.
It's like That's you saying, so there's 52 weeks in a year. So you're saying I asked you 26 times.
Yep. He did.
I would ask her frequently though, to be honest. It would make her mad. And it got to one point where I made her really mad. And I said, I'm not going to ask anymore. And
well, why did you say that?
Because you got really mad.
What did I do?
I took her out on a date in Birmingham, and I don't know how I like kind of smoothed my way to the question, but we were just talking, and I slipped the question in there, and she said, "I'm sick of you asking me that question." And she was midway eating a fry, and while she told me that she was tired of it, she slammed the fry on the plate and got up and left the restaurant. And so I'm sitting there looking stupid like, ooh, I guess I don't need to ask her that again. So yeah.
After that time, he stopped asking. He didn't ask me anymore.
I kind of no, I didn't disappear.
No, he didn't disappear. No. We were still
talking.
We were still friends.
I feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I feel like for women, it's a time where we, like, especially if we're looking for companions and we don't find it, it's like, okay, let me just leave this dating scene alone. I'm just going to take my time. And that's what I call myself doing. But as soon as I decided to leave dating alone, that's when, in my opinion, the perfect guy appeared. Like, I feel like God was letting me know, like, listen, I got this. You do you, and let me handle everything else. And that's what happened.
That's also part of the reason why I never left as well, because a year,
long time.
I want to tell how we actually ended up getting together for real. So remember, I didn't ask her anymore to be my girlfriend. And time went along, and the next Valentine's Day, she's really big on cards and stuff for holidays, and she wrote in the card, "Oh, you're a great guy, and I have so much fun with you, and yes, I'll be your girlfriend."
Yep.
So,
and the story went just like
that's
that.
when it became Facebook official. Went on Facebook immediately.
And sent a request to be my boyfriend on Facebook. People don't do that anymore.
They don't. People like to keep their stuff a secret.
I know, like you.
Because people try to steal your stuff.
What do you mean?
People out here trying to ruin relationships.
Oh,
that's a whole different situation.
You said stuff. I thought they were talking about like their items, their belongings.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. At what point did you know that I was the one for you? Sorry. How did you know I was the one when you proposed to me?
I mean, that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it is. I just want to make sure that it was clear.
Because I had already had good intentions and I was already in college, like we talked about earlier, part of my college journey was to find someone that I could marry. I guess I just feel like it was. I kept myself and continue to keep myself aligned with God, and I feel like something would have happened that would have been a sign that no, son, don't marry this woman. And it was just so many things that just was so much of what I needed. My family isn't a large family, and Jasmine has a big family, and they have the most amazing time ever. And her principles and her standards are all things that I was attracted to. And she's kind of, she's gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? She cute. And but it didn't take much. I always tell my friends, if I had the money or if I could have married you before I graduated, I would have. Stop acting like you didn't know that.
I didn't. This is my first time hearing that thing.
She's telling the story, y'all.
I'm not, no, but
well, why would you? I'm sure yours will be longer because you're the woman, of course.
Yeah. Well, so I was at a very important stage in life. It was my last semester in school where I graduated from me, so it's ironic that he came.
You.
Yeah, Did I say behind me?
It kind of came out a little funny.
Yeah, he graduated before me, but he came in after me. That's so crazy. But
it's about business. Had to get to the check.
And I prayed to God. I said, God, whatever you want for me, please allow it to happen. And whoever should be in my life, please allow them to stay in my life. I prayed that maybe 2 or 3 days before he proposed to me, and that was the biggest confirmation. That was like my first time ever like hearing from God, or not even hearing from God, but getting a confirmation from God that fast. And that's how I knew. Like, I knew immediately. Like, when I made the request of, hey, I'm not graduating and moving to Atlanta without a ring, and to see a guy say, okay, well, I have no other option but to propose to her because I want her here with me. That is what sealed the deal for me. And I know it may be different for different people, but that's exactly how ours went. And I'm so happy that I did say that.
Oh my gosh. I was really excited too because I bought the ring and I was planning. I told her mom, I said, I'm going to propose around her birthday or graduation or something later on, like 6 months down the line. I get the ring, y'all, in maybe August, and it is burning my pocket. I'm like, I gotta get this thing out of here. So I think it was the week of or the week before, I came up with the idea. I had already talked to her dad, and I started calling the important people that I needed to orchestrate the situation. And I called her mom and I said, I'm doing it next weekend. I was like, I'm doing it. And she said, no, you're not. But I got all of her family there because she was graduating as well. And I set it up like, oh man, it's a big milestone. I want your family to be there while when I'm taking your graduation pictures so that they can be in the pictures. And then I also want your sorority sisters there, your line sisters there to be in your pictures as well. And so we took the pictures and I get to the end to where I'm ready. And the whole time I'm trying to get everything together, and Jasmine she's really like precise and really particular about stuff. So she's butting in, trying to help situate people. And then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, Jasmine, I got it. And then all of a sudden she just says, okay, like, this is weird. She's finally letting go to let me actually handle the shoot. So I get everybody lined up and I get on one knee, and she thinks I'm still taking a picture. So she's posing, she's not even looking down. And I started talking and she just she was crying so hard that the tears were coming through her fingers, out of her hands. But yeah, she said yeah. And here we are.
Yeah, we're here. And that's how we got together. Oh yeah, thank you guys for helping us meet our goal. We put a goal for 500 people with the last video, and then we met we're at like 7-11 now, so we're so excited and happy. We want to wish a happy 4th if you're watching it today or tomorrow. And yeah, I guess that's it. We're gonna check out.
So see you guys next time.
We gotta do peace.